Yep. Did you ever think in any moment in your life from now, from before to during this time, have you ever wondered, God, do you really love me? Why is this happening? Hey everyone, my name is Chad, and I am a Jesus follower, and I am the pastor at Henderson General Baptist Church.
Wait, can you restart?
What are you doing? Hey, there's no restarting. You guys don't know. All right. Hey, I have with me today, we are doing a family devotion time, and it is about foster care and adoption. And over the last 5 weeks, and I encourage you, if you missed any of them, please go back. This is important to me. This is a part of who I am. These two have not been on camera. She's been on one time. They've not been on camera because ultimately, I want you guys to know with foster care and adoption that at the age of 16, these two came into our Hensley house. And in foster care, it's a scary thing. So maybe as a parent, you're watching this and you're thinking, man, how in the world would I bring a 16-year-old, much less two of them? I mean, come on now. It'll make a bald-headed man go bald. Wait a minute, I'm already bald, ain't I? So no. But it's a scary thing for them and through this process. And I have a couple of verses for you, but I want to ask a question of both of them. They're not ready to be on camera and all this, so they're going to give an answer or whatever. We're going to work through this. What was scary about coming into foster care? When you think about it, and you guys were getting ready to come into our house, you kind of knew us, but not really. What was scary about that?
I just wasn't sure, like, what I'd be walking into. Like, I didn't know how they would be. Like, I'm not used to, like, new things. So I was just scared of, like, the unknown, I guess.
The unknown. Yep. What about you, Whitney?
I think I was just scared because he was my pastor, but that's all I really knew about him. And I was just like, ooh, that's scary. Like, a pastor, like, what is our life about to be like?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was just the unknown and, like, where I was going to be staying, like.
I mean, did I make you guys memorize Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Numbers? No, it wasn't that, but it is a scary thought. Imagine you moving in with a preacher. Come on now. It's a scary thought, and knowing that you have friends in school and that process of how do you tell them, what do you tell them? Another question that I have after that is, what has foster care or been the biggest surprise over the last 2 to 3 years of your life? What was the biggest surprise about foster care?
Well, when I thought about foster care, I thought about, like, in the movies. Like, I would be jumping around and, like, staying in a bed of, like, 20 beds, in a big building. But it wasn't that. It was just like you were living, with your parents or someone that you knew. Like, it was just, I had a bed, I had a home. So that was a surprise to me.
Yeah. What about you, Whitney?
I think it was, I didn't really realize how much help we would be getting, like, how, like, much our lives would turn around and just be totally opposite of the way it was before, and how much, I guess I wasn't scared really after a while.
Yeah, it didn't take long, I don't think. I think it was scary for us as a family. So whether you're the parent or the child, and it's age 16, you're becoming young adults. And now, which by the way, you didn't introduce yourself. Who are you?
Courtney.
Who are you?
My name's Whitney.
Yeah, so these Courtney and Whitney, they're twins. They act exactly opposite of each other most days, but they're twins. That's a true statement. I have a couple of verses for you, and then I have another question for them, because foster care and adoption is scary. It's scary for us, but I also know that I've said it from the very first one, that it's important for us to realize that it's not about us, it's about the children. And when I think about their grades in school, I think about what was important to them. All of these things changed over time, didn't they? I mean, you weren't really thinking about college when you were 16. When you came in, you were not really thinking about college. both of you two are college students. Is that true? Yes. So I want you to know there's opportunities for you to look at this. So I read this verse, and these verses in Psalm 139, these are the verses, the whole chapter I have read over and over again. These are the verses that I assigned to my son Mitchell when he was born. From within the first couple of hours, I knew these verses was for him because I wanted Mitchell to know he wasn't an accident. He wasn't a mistake. And oftentimes when you get put into foster care, when you think about adoption and you do see the movies, you think, man, is this an accident? Is this a mistake? So the psalmist reads in Psalm 139 verse 14, I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. I say this with 100% certainty. These two are wonderfully made in the image of God. They are beautiful creatures within who God is for them. It goes on in verse 15, you watched me and as I was being formed in utter seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. How precious are your thoughts about me, God? Your thoughts for me. Oh God, how vast is the sum of them. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand. And when I wake up, you are still with me. On that first morning, you two woke up in our house, fully engaged in foster care. Was God with you? Yep. Did you ever think in any moment in your life from now, from before to during this time, have you ever wondered, God, do you really love me? Why is this happening? I know I'm throwing in more questions. I gave them 3 questions, and this is a trick question. I just want you to be able to say, do you feel like that when you look at this, did God make a mistake, or does God love you? Does he know you? Was there ever those moments you thought, where is he?
Yeah, I would say at first, I was just like, yeah,
like why am I in this position?
Yeah.
Why are you in this position? And it's not your fault. You didn't do anything. It wasn't about what we are or what we did, and it isn't about harking over the past. It's about looking to the future. So I asked this question, what has foster care / adoption done for your lives?
I think for me, it's opened up a bunch of opportunities that I never know I had. Like before, I wasn't even thinking about college or anything like that, but here I am, a junior in college, have my own apartment, have a car. Like I didn't think I was ever going to get that before, so.
Yeah. Do you own that car?
Yes.
Are you making payments on it, or do you own it?
I own it.
Yes, you do. What about you, Whitney?
For me, same thing Courtney basically said, but I think it's also gave me a bunch of insight that a lot of people don't get to have, like, just to be able to share with other people or help other teenagers out, and just another way of thinking that most people don't have.
Yeah. Do you have a car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you own that car? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let me tell you guys this. These two changed their name to Hensley when they aged out of foster care. I've said it in video number 3 or number 2. I think it's number 2. I don't remember because I've lost hair since then. But I say this to you. Courtney is 100% Hensley in this book right here. And she's my daughter. And it doesn't matter that I missed out on the first 16 years of her life. What I realize is that she is fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God, and God has precious thoughts for her, and he has a future and a plan for her. Whitney is Hensley, and she's 100% my daughter, and I look at it and I say, I can't help what happened for the first 16 years. What I can do is walk with you and through this life in the next 1,600 years, because that's how old I'm going to live to be, 1,649 years old. Why? Okay, I'm probably not going to live that long, ladies. But you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And if you're watching this video, whether it's 2020 or 2025 or whatever you watch this video, and you're being placed in foster care, or maybe you're sitting here as a parent wondering if you should go into foster care, I want you to know if you're wondering about it, then you probably should, because it impacts people's lives. And God has a plan for their life, and God's going to continue having that plan, and I'm going to be there to see them through every step of the way, even after they've aged out of foster care and adoption. Do you ladies have anything you want to throw in? Now, you guys like this stuff? You want to do more videos, or you think this is too hard? No. Okay. Hey, guys, don't forget, go conquer your day and go conquer your life. And know that Jesus has a purpose and a plan for your life. And don't forget to subscribe. There's that pointy finger right there. That's what I do. These two know I point my finger a lot. I'll catch you guys next week.